Hello and welcome back to Villarreal Soccer Chats. I'm Lucy. It's been a while, so we've got loads to talk to you about, but today we've got some special guests. We're here at the Estadio de la Cerámica, and we have 7, I was just counting then, American students with us, and they're going to explain what they're doing here, their impressions of Villarreal so far. We want to reach out to all you guys in the States. You're our audience, and we have some special guests here today, so let's hear what they've got to say. So first, Brock, if you want to introduce yourself.
Sure. So I'm Brock Sanford. I'm from James Madison University in Harrisonburg, Virginia. So I got the internship with Villarreal. I have a passion for the business of sports. Wanted to learn more about all their departments, and sport is such an amazing thing. It brings so many people together, and it's just awesome that we get to do that with Villarreal.
Yeah, so Brock's one of 3 interns that we have working with us here at the club, Tyler as well, and Samra. You'll hear from them in just a minute. And Brock, what have been your impressions of Villarreal this summer?
Well, the architecture here of all the buildings here are incredible. The pitches, there's so many pitches, we call fields, I guess, or soccer fields.
My British English has rubbed off on Brock a little bit.
Yeah, and we have nothing like this in the States, so it's pretty amazing to see what they have here. So.
Okay, great. And Tyler, tell us a bit about yourself and your impressions of the club so far.
All right, hi, my name's Tyler Schmidt. I also go to James Madison, and I'm a marketing major. I think my first impression of the club was that it's awesome how it's like such a big club that can be like a top 5 club in the league and everything, but still have such a small club feel at the same time. Yeah. Like everybody's really close. Like just in like my first few days here, I was meeting all different members of the staff, like doctors, physios, players, coaches, like almost everything. So I think that's like something that I think is really special about the club that I don't think you can find in many other places.
Yeah, that's a really nice perspective because honestly, Villarreal is such a small town, as you've all seen. Only 50,000 people, but one of the biggest clubs in Spain. So that's an impression that most people have, and we're glad that it still feels like a small club and a very family type environment. So yeah, we're glad you've got that impression. Okay, Samra, tell us about you and what you think of the club so far.
All right, hi, I'm Samra Malik. I also go to James Madison University, and I study public health and medical Spanish. And I've been really impressed with the club because I've never been exposed to an environment like this, because I'm obviously studying health versus like the other guys who are studying more like sports-related marketing things. I was just really overwhelmed with everything because this is so new to me. But what really stood out to me about Villarreal is just how they're oriented like towards individuality and like the individual development of each player, and I just think it's really cool how like all the psychologists and like the coaches and just everyone comes together to really focus on the individual development of each player. Wow, it's really cool.
Wow, that was an amazing summary. I couldn't have done that better myself. Yeah, Samra really touched on what we're all about at Villarreal, and that's developing players, but like she said, putting individual emphasis on the development of each player. And I'm really glad that the clubs transmit that, and you've picked that up, so that's great. Okay, so those are our 3 super interns at the club, but we also have some other special guests with us here today, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves and talk about what they're doing here and also your impressions of the club so far. Okay, so go ahead.
Hi, I'm Allie Morio. I'm from Syracuse University, and I'm a photography student. We really just got into Villarreal this morning, and it's been absolutely beautiful. The stadium is gorgeous, and the community is definitely something to value or to not to take for granted, like Tyler was saying. This small town, to have that kind of community around one team, a stadium that's half the size of the population is really something that you don't see in the States, and valuing the sport more than everything that comes around it, like the advertisements and everything like that. You really value the players, the development of the players, and who they are as people, and it's not some like facey type team. It's something that's really passionate. You could tell they're passionate, and the people around it as well.
Yeah, thanks, Ali. That's great evaluation. And I mean, you've only just come here today and you see all that. I mean, we're competing with the biggest clubs in Spain, Real Madrid and Barcelona, and that's a hard thing to do. But at Villarreal, we have something really special here. And we'll be talking more in next week's podcast, so you got to tune in. We'll be talking about the signings and our preparations for next season. So you can see how we're really stepping up to be one of the best clubs in Spain. But it's great to hear that from you, so thank you for that, Ali. Okay, go ahead.
My name is Brandon Rojas. I'm an advertising public relations major at the University of Nebraska-Kearney, and I'm here on a study abroad just to kind of figure out different media and stuff and how that works in Spain. And just being here for the couple weeks, you can already see like the passion that people have for the sport of football, and something that maybe that we can translate and bring over to the United States.
Yeah. And has this experience been valuable for you with your major and everything, coming to a club like this and seeing how the media works and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. Just seeing like the different coverage from all the different networks and like how many companies come together with the sport combined.
Yeah, and we're only midway through the tour right now, so you're going to see more of that as well. Okay, go ahead, introduce.
All right, so I'm Kenyon Hood. I am from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and I am a sports media and communication major. So to me, like Allie said, I've only been here in this town for about 20 minutes, so it's hard to get a real impression of the city. But regarding passion, Nebraska is certainly a place with a lot of that I'm used to. With the Cornhuskers, go Big Red. And so it is a lot of fun to see it. We're in the media room right now where they do the press conferences, so I got to sit up on the platform, and every childhood fantasy I've ever had of being a pro athlete just came flooding back, and so it was really cool to me.
Yeah. Well, that's great to hear, and you both are from Nebraska, and we actually have an academy there now in Lincoln, Nebraska. You'll be finding more about that soon, so stay tuned. But yeah, we're in the States, and the Villarreal symbol and company will be out there, and yeah, spreading what we have here to everybody in the States. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, last special guest here now.
Hi, my name is Ben Jones. I go to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln as well. I'm studying journalism, and I'm also here on a one-month study abroad program. I'm focusing on sports while we're over here. I want to go into sports when I graduate in a year. And having seen plenty of sports in the United States, I wanted to open up my perspectives a little bit and see what it's like overseas. And this has been a great opportunity at Villarreal, obviously. I'm just walking into the stadium right away. Like, there's just a majestic feel about it. You can't really describe it. It's in the middle of the day and there's nobody there, but you could tell it's kind of a special place when you walk in there. So I've been really excited to see that.
Yeah, that's great. And you guys have seen it with nobody here. Like you said, it's quiet today, isn't it? But on game day, I mean, so you guys have been to a match. So you went to see Spain-Switzerland and our big league match against Real Madrid at the end of the season. How different is the stadium today? Tyler, you want to tell us about that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually crazy to see the stadium today because this is the first time I've seen it without any people in it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how calm it can actually be because when you're here for the match, it's awesome. I mean, you can really tell like the whole city of Villarreal's here, and everybody's so excited. It's like you learn new chants because I had previously been a soccer fan, but never I hadn't known too much about Villarreal. And coming here to day one, you pick up with the chants right away. You really feel like you're part of the team, and it's just a great atmosphere in the stadium. So it's crazy to see it on a day like this where there's just no one here. And actually, there's no pitch outside really either.
No, they've taken the pitch up, and there's not even any grass out there. So it's a very strange feeling. But like you said, pretty much the whole town comes out for our matches because there's only 50,000 people. Most of those are season ticket holders. So it really is a community spirit at every match. And I'm glad that you guys have felt that, even if you've just been here for 20 minutes or like you guys a few weeks. So it's been great that you've got that impression. Okay, so we'll be back next week, me, Samra, Tyler and Brock, for another podcast, so stay tuned, and thanks for listening today. Okay, bye, speak to you soon.